In 2002, short film scholar Richard Raskin suggested that the modern short fiction film remains unknown by the broad movie-going public. A sad conclusion for the film form, which saw film pioneers such as the Lumiere brothers and Georges Méliès use it to help evolve cinema from a passing attraction into what we know it as today. In 1994, writing about the short film, Pat Cooper and Ken Danziger argued that the commercial viability of the short film is at best modest, limiting its usefulness to the apprenticeship phase of the filmmaker's career. In light of this, it perhaps comes as no surprise that one of the more common uses of modern short films is for fan-made films. This often amateurish paratextual material is referred to as fan fiction. Increased online social interactivity have seen the growth of the genre in recent years, with fans eager to contribute material in homage to the cinematic universes that they love. This participatory culture has seen the creation of many short narrative films being released on online platforms such as YouTube and Vimeo. Discussing this form of paratext, Heather Hill and Jen Peskoski define fan fiction as fiction created by fans in response to and for the development of already existent root texts. Though Hill and Peskoski highlight how these paratextual short films can develop the root texts, ultimately these fan-made shorts are disregarded for their ability to use the short film form to bear canonical impact on the cinematic worlds to which they are set. Though recently, international distributors such as Warner Brothers and Disney can be seen to have realized the potential for what paratextual short narrative film material can offer an audience, with the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Blade Runner franchise both offering a series of short films which offer a strong example of new, studio-made paratext in action. Hill and Peskoski continue to suggest that paratexts are an integral part of interacting with the text and suggest that paratext is an essential tool that exists as infrastructure as part of a textual creation or writing and reading experience. In 2017, the director of Blade Runner 2049, Denis Villeneuve, commissioned 3 paratextual short narrative films to be released before the long-awaited sequel. Set in the 30 years between the 1982 original and the 2017 sequel, these paratextual shorts hold the purpose of providing narrative updates from within that time, whilst enriching the world we're about to be reintroduced to. The shorts rebuild the familiar world of the first Blade Runner movie by maintaining the striking visual style and iconography that became iconic of the franchise, and in turn, what returning fans would likely hope to see maintained. Writing about the original, David Desser profiles the Blade Runner look as a combination of soulless neon lights, misting acid rain, eternal nighttime, and teeming masses of humanity, visuals that are evidently maintained and referenced to throughout the shorts. It could be said that these new media shorts are defined in their relationships to other texts, their length and significance within the franchise permitting more experimentation than possibly allowed in feature-length editions. This suggests that paratext can perhaps redefine the purpose of the use of the short film by introducing an intertextual relationship to another text. I would suggest that postmodern features such as intertextual references to visuals from other Blade Runner films, as highlighted here, seek to develop the text in light of these relationships for the benefit of the spectator, demanding a more engaging viewing experience as well as a more rewarding one for those able to understand such references. Through this, the shorts provide 2049 a unique marketing opportunity. Distributors could use the shorts to generate anticipation for the release of the film amongst new audiences, whilst giving new material to interact with and appreciate, building confidence for returning fans who may have been skeptical about the return to a much-loved franchise. Taking the same approach to distribution as fan fiction shorts, Warner Brothers took to the new media platform of YouTube to release the content, making it free for fans to view, share, and interact with online. As the first to be released, Nexus Dawn provides spectators with an exclusive and intimate look at the mysterious antagonist of 2049, Neander Wallace. Lasting little over 6 minutes, the short film and its ease of access provides spectators the ability to engage with the upcoming film before its release at their own convenience and leisure in a way rarely seen before. In his writings on short stories, Edgar Allan Poe expressed the importance for a piece of art to be consumed in one sitting to achieve maximum effect. He writes, "If any literary work is too long to be read at one sitting, we must be content to dispense with the immensely important effect derivable from the unity of impression. For if 2 sittings be required, the affairs of the world interfere, and everything like totality is at once destroyed." Corresponding with Poe, Nexus Dawn provides a concise preview into the new landscape of the series, whilst providing a rich and recognizable cinematic experience for spectators to view in one sitting. The effect which Poe alludes to, in this case, is arguably equal parts to enrich the overall viewing experience of the movie, as well as to help generate anticipation towards the new feature film. With this in mind, the incorporation of a short film in the canonical narrative tapestry of a much-loved film franchise surely marks an evolutionary shift for the form and its cultural purpose in the digital age. Could the short narrative film's ability to entertain with an original, engaging preview into the cinematic world of an upcoming movie perhaps provide a marketing alternative to the conventional film trailer? For years, the film trailer has been considered the primary resource of paratextual marketing for upcoming feature films, though recently the form's reputation has somewhat been tarnished, with examples of directors urging fans to stay away from trailers becoming even more common. This even includes Rian Johnson, director of the latest Star Wars film, The Last Jedi, urging fans via his Twitter account to absolutely avoid the trailer for the upcoming film. Instead of a marketing paratext reliant on exposing information and scenes from an upcoming movie, the deployment of short narrative films offers the opportunity for filmmakers and distributors to add to the film experience, instead of potentially taking away from it. With Blade Runner, the intertextual synergy created by the paratexts and their contributions to the cinematic universe of the franchise successfully provides audiences an engaging and arguably more fulfilling alternative of marketing experience, and in turn offers a fresh opportunity to see the short narrative film form rise in cultural prominence. Returning to Raskin's comment that the modern short fiction film remains unknown by the broad movie-going public, I would suggest that although this may have been the case for many years, new uses of the form, as displayed by Blade Runner 2049, suggests that this could be about to change. By placing a short narrative film at the epicenter for providing a complete cinematic experience, distributors are able to place a greater importance and motive for mass audiences to seek out and enjoy the medium. Going forwards, I would suggest that we could expect to see more studio-made paratexts like these being made accessible to enrich our favourite cinematic worlds, with examples such as these Blade Runner shorts marking the beginning of an evolution to come.